Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Arsenal, and this is your latest news video. Slow day in terms of news, but there's still a few things to talk about, and we'll start with Gabriel. He's been awarded with Arsenal's Player of the Month for January, and deservedly so. He's been one of those players that has been absolutely incredible since he came back from Dubai, and not only that, he's been very, very good throughout the season. People have been talking about Saliba the whole season, deservedly so as well. Saliba's been one of the best defenders in the world this season. Very few mistakes, composure, marking out players like Haaland from the game, like keeping him to 0 shots in that game. He's been absolutely incredible. But people forget about Gabriel. Gabriel has been one of the most improved players in the league this season, probably in the whole world of football. He's been absolutely fantastic as well. Whenever we talk about combined 11s with opposition fans, team of the season debates, player of the season debates, people will have Saliba and Van Dijk as the defenders. But Gabriel will be mentioned like 5th or 6th. People will mention Van der Ven from Tottenham. People will mention potentially even Romero. People will mention, maybe not now, but people would have mentioned Botman or Shah from Newcastle and a few others, maybe Diaz or Stones. People wouldn't really mention Gabriel, but I think Gabriel, I'm not going to say this one has been better than this one, but I do think Gabriel and Saliba have been on par. Like these two guys, like even in the next like 100 years, this will be the both of them. They'll still be good defenders at that time, like in, I don't know, 2068 or something. Both of them are just absolutely incredible. And Gabriel, not only in terms of defending, in terms of the set pieces, he literally reminds me of what Ramos used to be for Real Madrid, or John Terry for Chelsea, or Van Dijk for Liverpool. Every time we have a corner, I literally feel like he's definitely going to get to the end of it. I don't even think we kind of like aim for him at all. Sometimes you can see the Liverpool corner kick takers aiming for Van Dijk because he stands out from everyone else. But for us, it can land on anyone, on Gabriel, on Saliba, on Kivy, on Ben White. But Gabriel is always there. Like he overpowers whoever is marking him, and he always gets on the end of it. And he's scored a lot of goals. He's scored a lot of goals since joining Arsenal. And one thing that is really improved on this season is the discipline and composure. The last few seasons, there's a couple of times he's picked up a lot of yellow cards, a couple of red cards as well. Maybe an own goal or two. Sometimes he loses the ball. Like I can remember a couple from the top of the head. The red card he picked up against, I think, Man City 2 seasons ago. Or the goal he gave away against Mitrovic last season when he played Fulham at home. There's always that. But these days is absolutely, even preseason. Even preseason, I think he gave away a goal for Sancho to score for Man United in preseason when they were in USA. But these days, Gabriel is absolutely fantastic, like composure, discipline. We've picked up the least number of yellow cards this season, and players like Gabriel are the reasons why. He's never really getting himself into a bad position to the point of where he's having to pick up a yellow card or foul. Very, very rarely. He's been very, very good for us, and long may it continue because he's very young as well. He's one of the players who's been here since, Arteta's I think he was there in Arteta's, not the first year, but Arteta's second year. He signed like basically in the summer window, Arteta's first summer window as an Arsenal coach. Gabriel was signed back in 2020. And I remember him scoring on his debut. We should have known that is what we were going to expect, him scoring goals and just defending really well. There was some time we were debating about Gabriel and Pablo Mari. Who should be starting? Those debates look very silly right now. Gabriel absolutely stands out, and he's very young. Yeah, you can see him in the next 3 years. That partnership between him and Saliba, if that goes on like 5-6 years, we're in a very, very good place. Both of them always there. I don't know about what was the plan at the beginning of the season because Gabriel was on the bench. Right now, you look at that. I don't know if it's just testing it for the first 2-3 games. Partey got injured and then Gabriel was brought back to the team. Maybe at that particular time, maybe Partey getting injured was a blessing in disguise because that meant Gabriel returned back to the team. Because I don't know if that would have worked, maybe Gabriel would have been on the bench until today. But he's been really, really good. He's been very good, and that is one of the reasons why our defense this season has been absolutely incredible, especially this year. Just look at this in terms of XG conceded since we came back from Dubai. Pretty much in 2024, we have an XG considered in terms of allowed 1.9. The second team is Man City with 6.8, and then Everton 7.7, followed by Tottenham, Nottingham, Crystal Palace, Bournemouth. We also have Chelsea there. At the bottom, you can't see it there, but there's teams like Newcastle who have an XG of 20.5 in terms of conceded, West Ham 14.4, Man United is there with 10.3. Look at the difference between Arsenal and second place Man City. That's a difference of like almost like 5 or something. basically in the 6 games that we've played, like we should have only conceded 2 goals. We don't allow chances at all. And that feels absolutely amazing. That is the best thing about Arsenal right now. According to me, that's the best thing. That's the most exciting thing about Arsenal right now. Yes, I'm really enjoying the goals. I'm really enjoying Trossard scoring, Havertz scoring, Saka scoring, all the corner kicks and all that. But the fact that we don't allow opposition teams any chances, that's crazy to me. Like every time when you play Liverpool, West Ham away, these are teams that are very capable of beating us. I watch those teams and I'm like, yeah, Bowen has the ball. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm good luck with it. We were playing against Man City last year. Haaland has the ball and we're not even wide. Saliba is there. When he played Crystal Palace, when you're up against the likes of Eze, nothing at all. I don't expect them to score at all. Like the way we mark out teams out of the game, it's absolutely amazing. And that is not just a one player thing. No, that is not a one player thing. That is like a collective. That is an absolute collective. Like Gabriel defending well, Saliba defending well, Ben White defending well, very tough defending the wingers. Kivia, since he came on, defending well as well. Since he came to the team, defending well. Players like, obviously, in the midfield, players like Declan Rice, the interceptions and the tackles in midfield, that really helps the team as well to he defends the defenders very well. Basically, the ball rarely reaches Gabriel and Saliba, and Declan Rice is there. And the marking, the pressing from the front from Odegaard and Havertz, those are things that people choose not to see. But players like Havertz and Odegaard, they press really, really well every single game. And that causes the opposition teams to make mistakes every single game. And then for some reason, if they get past, these guys are there to stop them. It's absolutely amazing. And people will not notice that, you know. People will be like, Havertz has not done anything in this game, Odegaard has not done anything in this game. But no, these guys really press from the front, whoever is playing there, Trossard, whoever, but especially Odegaard and Havertz, they really press the opposition to death, man. Like, they never get a chance to even make 5 or 6 passes. And that collective, it's a collective thing. And that stops us from conceding any chances. If you look at our last few games since we came back from Dubai, we allowed Palace 5 shots on target, Nottingham 4 shots on target, Liverpool 2 shots on target, Liverpool 2 shots on target, West Ham 1 shot on target. These are not terrible teams. No, Liverpool had Diaz, West Ham, Bowen, Kudus. We allowed Burnley 0 shots on target, and we allowed Newcastle 2 shots on target. It's absolutely incredible. And looking at our clean sheets this season, 10 clean sheets, and in terms of goals conceded, we've only conceded 23 goals all season. Those numbers are crazy. Those numbers are not just regular numbers. Usually, if you look at I don't know, if you look at 4 or 5 years ago or something, there is no way Arsenal would concede only 2-3 goals in a span of like 7-8 games. Absolutely no chance. That would be the number of goals we concede in one game. That is just absolutely mad for me. And that is the best thing about Arsenal right now, the fact that we just don't concede any chances at all. We don't allow opposition to shoot the ball. We don't give away penalties. We don't give away silly free kicks. The opposition rarely have a corner. Like, even if you look at the corners, the opposition would have 1 corner, 2 corners, 3 corners against us. Like, it's just mind-blowing. And ARTETA has done an absolutely incredible job in terms of that, just dominating the game, killing the opponent, like destroying the opponent to the point of where they just give up within the first 30 minutes because of our hard pressing and all that. And listen, the 10 clean sheets we've kept this season, that should have been more. That should have been more. You look at the game against Nottingham Forest, we conceded in the 90th minute. You look at the game against, even if you go to the Champions League FC Porto, 95th minute. You look at the game the other day against Newcastle, 85th minute, you concede a goal. Like, that could easily have been 15 clean sheets. It's just that, you know, I don't know, maybe sub off players and then the tempo goes down a bit, or players get tired in the last like 2-3 minutes and then we concede a goal. Otherwise, those 10 clean sheets could easily have been 15, because in some of those games, even Wolves last year, we were so close to keeping a clean sheet, and then we make an error at the end. Nottingham Forest is an error at the end. Like, it is always our error, and that is the main reason why that those clean sheets are not more than that. But in terms of general, the way we defend, that is the reason why we are able to, like, you know, enjoy the game. Pretty much, if your defense is that good, you just know, like, if you if you score a goal, you've won the game, because the chances of the opposition scoring is very, very low. We've kept so many teams out in terms of keeping clean sheets, and it's rare that Arsenal concede 3 goals in a game or something like that. It's only happened once this season. Man City, they've conceded 3 against Tottenham, 4 against Chelsea. Liverpool as well, I think we scored 3 past them. We've also conceded 3 goals in a game once this season against Luton, and 2 a couple of times Chelsea, Tottenham. But like this year, since we came back from Dubai, how many teams have been able to score more than 1 goal against us? None. And if that continues, like if you score a goal, you're potentially going to win the game because the chances of you keeping a clean sheet are very, very high. Absolutely amazing. And that is without players like Tomiyasu. That is without players like, Partey in midfield. That is without players like, Timber and all those guys as well. It's absolutely amazing. I'm really feeling good about this Arsenal team right now. Really, really good. And that is the best thing about the Arsenal team right now. Not even the scoring of the goals for me, it's the way we just shut out teams completely. But that's not the only thing good about us. Look at the way we dominate in terms of corners as well. On top of that, there's no team that can beat us in terms of scoring from corners. We've scored 13 corners this season. The second team is Everton. In terms of set pieces overall, if you had the free kicks, I think it's like 18. Like we were able to score a free kick against West Ham, Bournemouth away from home, Liverpool away from home. And the kind of corner kicks we score are very, very different. Like we score different kinds of corner kicks. Sometimes it goes like to the far post and Gabriel heads it in. Sometimes, sometimes it's from Saka on the other side. It goes to Declan Rice and drops to his foot and he scores. Sometimes it's the near post. Sometimes it's Ben White bullying the goalkeeper. Sometimes like it's different corners every single time. And it's different players. Gabriel scoring. Tomiyasu has even scored this season. Saliba scored. Rice has scored from a corner. He's also like mostly Gabriel and Saliba, but even Ben White has scored. Zinchenko scored from a corner. Kiwi has scored from a corner. This is just absolutely crazy. If you watched Arsenal in the 2010s and also in the 2000s, that would never have been a thing you would have been saying about Arsenal. Like Arsenal scoring so many set pieces and conceding very, very few. But thankfully, this man is at Arsenal right now, Jova, and is doing an incredible job. Like these days when we get a corner kick, it literally feels like we've gotten a penalty. Like we get a corner and I'm like, come on, corner. It's like we've gotten a penalty. Almost expect us to score, which is just crazy. So the things that are happening at Arsenal right now are absolutely amazing in terms of the way we are defending, the way we are controlling games, the way we are dominating in terms of, keeping teams out and scoring from corner kicks, scoring from free kicks. Every time we get a penalty, we score from it. And we've scored 62 goals. We are a very good defensive team, but we've also scored 62 goals. We are almost like the best team in terms of scoring goals as well. And it's coming from different places. You're scoring different kinds of goals. The corner kicks, Declan Rice, Saka, and all those guys taking corners. And it sounds obvious, like Declan Rice taking corners, quality, so people will say 100 million and all that, but you'd never have thought Declan Rice would be taking our corners. What you'd have thought is, listen, Declan Rice should be in the box heading the ball in. I mean, there were two wins that we've got in this and have been because of Declan Rice being in the box in the last minute against Man United and also against Luton. For them to go to Dubai and realize that, listen, I think we should put Rice in corners, on corners. I don't know whose decision that is. I'm assuming it is his decision. Absolutely incredible. His corner kicks, the technique is absolutely incredible. So things are looking good for us. Last time, okay, I had this about Saka, but we all know how good Saka is. Now, 7 games in a row, he's contributed something, a goal, an assist, a goal, 2 goals, 2 goals, a goal, and he gets subbed off early these days as we want. He could easily have gotten like 2-3 hat-tricks already this season, which is just absolutely incredible. To end, let's end with this transfer news on Joao Palhinha. Bayern Munich, Liverpool, and Arsenal in the race to sign Fulham midfielder Joao Palhinha in the summer. Now, Bayern Munich wanted him. I still feel like Bayern Munich are going to get him. They're so close to getting him in the summer. And I don't think they actually agreed, but something was wrong. I think they got too late. They were finishing the papers too late, and it fell through. So he went back to Fulham. Now he's a very, very good player in terms of tackles, interceptions, and all that in midfield is incredible. The one thing I don't like about Joao Palhinha is the discipline. You know, Declan Rice does the same thing in midfield, and he rarely picks up yellow cards. Palhinha will pick up, like, I think he's picked up like more than 10 this season, more than 10 last season. His discipline, he will pick up yellow cards. Sometimes he'll not time his challenge well, the tackling well, and he gets suspended regularly. Like even right now, he was suspended for the Man United game. I think he's suspended for the next game. But he is a very, very good player. But if you're to ask me which midfielders I'd want, I'd potentially go for Douglas Luiz first, and maybe Zubimendi second, and Palhinha third. But we'll talk about transfer news, and it catches fire, that piece of news. But let me know what you make about all that. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.